internet. So I wanted to talk to you guys about my unpopular opinion about peace in the Middle East, right? So I'm not an expert. I'm just a guy on the internet that says things. But what was I going to say about all that? Yeah, I've never been to the Middle East. As far as that Europe land, I've never even crossed the pond or skipped the pond. So take what I say with like, oh, that idiot doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, right? But whichever. But a wise man can learn from an idiot. So here we go. So my take on things as far as the Middle East and land and all that is the land doesn't really belong to anyone. All right, it's just there. That's we live on it. We live on this planet. So land grabs and like borders, they're just made up imaginary lines. Like saying, oh, well, this is my part of the land and we have this flag. It's all stupid to me. I don't have pride, American pride, or I don't, think that to defend or protect your borders with violence. A factor. I'm no longer supporting those beliefs. Does that make any sense? It made sense in my head when I thought it. Like, hey, yeah, this idea makes sense. Like, as long as, I don't care what you do, as long as it's not hurting others. Essentially. It's my core belief. Like, yeah, I want people to be free. I want people to experience freedom. I want people to experience happiness. But if slaughtering thousands of people is what makes you happy, then I no longer want you to be happy. I no longer support your happiness. If that makes any sense. I don't know. Nowadays. And, by just being born, we're selfish, right? Let's all admit it. Like, some of us more than others, but the core instinct is to look out for yourself. You're a baby, you cry, you're like, I want food, someone needs to change my ass. And that's how we can't communicate at that point in our lives. Not properly anyways, but we cry, and that's how we tell, our parents, hey, something's wrong. And to look after us, right? And it's that way all through life. It's like, people think, let's fall in love. You're actually looking out for your own self-preservation. As far as, that's what you need. You need another person to, reproduce and do the things and have somebody, a companion. But at the core of it, it's still selfish. I don't know. This has turned into some kind of other thing. I wanted to talk about the Middle East, but I just wanted everyone to understand at the core that we are not selfless. Even if you think, oh, but I love my baby, that it's still your baby, it's still you, and you're just taking care of mini-me. At that point, I don't know if any of this rambling is going to be any kind of, it's just, it is what it is. thanks for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. But, yeah, I have some really unpopular beliefs in the Middle East, I guess. You know, because I'm not trying to take one side or the other. I think both the sides are wrong for fighting over dirt. But, like, I can't come up with a solution. Like, if they've been fighting for 70 years over land, I don't know if anyone can, like, end the war or end the fighting over there. And I don't know, just me, but we can't really own the earth. If anything, we can be good stewards of the earth and, like, take care of it and try to keep it clean and healthy. But to me, is all bullshit. Like, because the government wanted, at the end of the day, the right to take away land and redistribute land as needed, because they still had a lot more land to steal. So they couldn't, like, really write that in there. So yeah, like, stealing land and taking land and thinking that you even own land is all, like, a dated concept. We need to think about making it work for everyone. Like, just try to, right? Like, I'm not against housing. I'm not against homes. I'm not against, like overdevelopment. Yeah, I'm against that. Like, that's just stupid. Like in South Florida, I can relate to overdevelopment because we've literally taken away all of the wetlands, and now Florida is constantly flooding because that's just stupid. You need the wetlands to soak up the water so South Florida doesn't flood. But these developers, they don't care about Florida. They don't care about what happens after the money transaction goes down. Once they get the money, then they're like, oh my goodness. Fuck. Sorry about that. There was a car that just stopped. No hazards, no nothing. Just I'm gonna stop here. I don't know if his car died or what, but whichever. I had to honk my horn and tell him, hey, I thought I had a coherent subject, but it's hard to talk about the Middle East because there's so many different factors and religions, and it's a complicated mess over there. None of the sides can, like, get along and coexist, and it's just like, that's what we need. That's my solution now. My solution for the Middle East is for everybody to just cross religious lines, cross whatever lines you have to cross, and mate with each other until we have one people. There we go. So will that work? Can we just figure out a way to do that? Just integrate and become one. Yeah, one love. Keep it real. 2018. I don't know. Besides integrating and just meshing as a culture, I don't know much more how we could fix this problem that we got going on over there. But if you guys have any suggestions, please, just email me, and then I'll tell the powers that be how we fix at the end of the day, let's, not murder each other. There we go. And if your philosophies and governments need you to murder people, then they're not legitimate. So, there. I said the stuff that had to be said. Alright, peace out, Internet.